Thursday the 27th. Now I said in my last video that I would try and keep up on my videos, and I also said that I would give you a little look at the renegade crew, or the bowled crew. But what we have here now, we have them on mains fence. For the first while I had to double up on that wire. I had 2 wires in, but now they've got a lot of wraps recently, so they're now respecting the single wire that's at the top, but just one shade down from the top. So I did have it on the lower one underneath, but they realised that they could jump over it. So they have been behaving now for the last week or so, so I'm very pleased with that. Now what we have here is, this is a bull calf out of Ruby last year. His father was a pedigree belted Galloway, as you can see, same colour as himself. He is out of a first calf heifer, a red short-horn heifer, who is the daughter of the boss cow. So those of you that know that or have watched the last video will know who the mother is of this one. She's red. Now this calf I'm not as fond of as his brother here. So this is his brother of this lad, out of the same bull. Now he is out of my black shorthorn, who is a half sister to this lad's mother. She is not a nice cow at all. She's a small black shorthorn and she's kind of Frisian-y looking, but I believe that she has a nicer calf. Let me just walk around this fella. So this fella kind of knows he's a bull. He has that walk about him, and he's super quiet. So let me just walk him on. You can see there's lovely soft hair on him. He's jet black where he's black, and he has a lovely belt on him. So he looks very much like a purebred belted Galloway, but there's a lot of breeding in him. His mother is a shorthorn, half a shorthorn, out of a Hereford. So there's Hereford breeding in this fella, there's Galloway breeding, there's shorthorn breeding, and I think if you go back one generation again, there's British Frisian in him. But I believe he turned out a nice little calf. Now, let me walk over to these. This is the original renegade crew. These are the 2 little calves that were reared by my smallest little red shorthorn. That's Motherless May, whose mother, that lady's after getting the bang of the fence. I'm delighted. She might get another one. They're mad for the ivy. This is the carry-on you see this winter as well. With all the trees down after the storms, a lot of the ivy was down along the ditches, and they were pulling ivy, and they were knocking branches, and then they were knocking my fence and getting out. So that was a kind of an issue as well. But getting back to it anyhow, this lad, or this lady here, this little heifer, is a purebred shorthorn. She's after getting the bang as well. So yeah, they're getting plenty of manners put on them. These 2 were reared by this one cow, the little red shorthorn I have. But this is her actual calf, and this is Motherless May, who palled up with her. So I took the 2 of them away now as well. So they're on a little bit of green picking here, as you can see, and I have my trailer load over there. I'm going to throw in some silage then as well. Now this fella here I don't like at all. He's a nice calf, he's a good strong whaling for the breeding that he is, but he's a bowl tour. He is a brother of the bullock that I put in the freezer. He's going to turn out a nice bullock. He's still fully intact, but he's bold. He will go through wires, he will try my patience, but he's actually a good calf. So that's Belty Moore's calf this year. Now let me just walk on through again. You'll notice here now as well we have Belle. She is our white shorthorn who has a bad leg. I'll tell you about that, she's still around. But this is her daughter, her 2-year-old daughter. She is carrying to Jasper, the bull that we sold, who was Ruby's son, Galloway, and she is due to calf any day now. Well, it'll probably be about, she could carry another 2 weeks. She might carry another 2 weeks. She's a bit of a bag on her there now, but she'll be calving as a 2-year-old to that bull, and I'm very fond of this lady, even though she drives me mad. Now, so she's Davy's heifer's daughter, my white shorthorn, purebred shorthorn. Now, if you look behind her there, this calf is a little bit screwy. She's a sister of this lady, you can see, and her father is a son of her father. So they're related on both sides, but no line breeding. So this lady was reared this year by Davy's heifer, my white shorthorn, who got a bad leg. Now I have her in the shed. She's still holding her leg. The wound has cured. I tried everything, but she's still carrying her leg. She's not in calf. This is the lady that she reared. I had to take her off early, so she's a little bit stunted, but I have a feeling she will come good yet. That little bit of sweet picking is going to definitely help her. So she's that bit small, but she's still bigger than the small red shorthorn's calf. So that is all I have here. I'm just after moving them in here. There's not amazing picking, but they seem to be very anxious for it. As you can see, all their heads are down. I'm going to throw in my silage now and see what they think of that. But this lad is a little bit tall and narrow, to be honest with you. He's leggy and he's narrow. I'd rather him that way and shorter. Like this fella. This fella's broader and he has shorter legs. I don't know where he's getting. His grandmother was his great grandmother was a bit of his great grandmother was Frisian. So so there's Hereford in this fella as well. But I don't know, he's either getting long legs from somewhere anyhow. You can see the two of them here now, the difference in the legs. So I'd sooner this lad here. So I haven't squeezed any of the bulls yet. Those little heifers are not going to start cycling for another 12 months, I believe. They're very immature for their age. Especially this lady. She hadn't got much milk off the mother because she was that bit sick with the infection she had. The infection is cured, but the leg is still carrying. Motherless May is a hardy little thing. So she is a sister, but not a full sister, of the other lady that's due to calf in the last video. The second calf that Belty Beug rejected, and then she was reared then by this lady's mother. So yeah, that is all the news. I'm going to go. The weather is absolutely amazing. I don't know where I heard it, but I was told that we're going to be having, well, all of last week included, 4 weeks of yellow warnings, wind and rain. Now we had a lot of high winds since, but today is an absolute beautiful day, and it seems like we have high pressure building over the country. There's definitely a sense of spring, and if I pause for a second, the birds stop. They were singing mad there, yeah, but the birds are starting to sing, definitely. And there's a sense of relief, I believe, in my mind anyhow, that we're over the worst of it and we're heading for a bit of picking and a bit of spring growth. So I'm looking forward to seeing what this lady has. She's rowing, as you can see, so she could throw a little bit of a rowny calf out of a belted Galloway, which will be interesting. So whatever she has, it should be colourful. They both have red genes, so the bull was red and she's red, so it should be a red Galloway, maybe like this, with a bit of roan on it. Would that be just lovely? And if she comes the same shape as herself, I'll be very happy. Yeah, that's the story. So look, I'll post this. It's Friday the 27th, is it? No, it's not. It's Thursday the 27th. My little renegade bastard haired. So for now, I'll say good luck and goodbye.